Evening Ballers, welcome to a pop-up episode of a Stepback. We call this 15? Want to
Yep.
count this episode 15?
Yeah, we're gonna count it as 15. Why not?
That's what's up.
VC.
Here on a Saturday night, how you guys doing this evening? How you feeling, Jacob?
I'm doing well, man. It's ain't got shit to do. Everything's done in the house mostly. Feeling good. We almost, getting past phase 2 of the damn Rona. I mean, how you doing down there in the BX?
Got did some food shopping this morning and
That's what I did.
cleaned the house a bit. I was gonna cook today, but I got lazy. I might do it tomorrow. So
There you go. Yeah, I did that. I did it today. I was like, I'm getting it over with.
yeah, man, I seen your
We're doing it.
seen your dish.
Thank
I almost came up there for a bite myself.
you.
I could use 4 hour drive.
There you go. Yeah, we making it happen. Check
Yeah,
out Food
man.
Life, by the way.
Facts. So we decided to pop up today in the group. There's been a lot of talk about Kyrie Irving and his comments regarding the startup of a league. Um, it's said he's willing to sit out in order to to remain about social justice and he's catching some flack for it. What's your thoughts on Kyrie and his opinion?
Um, I honestly have no problem with it. I mean, if he feels that it might bring change to what's going on right now, I mean, let him rock. We all know he's very outspoken. It comes off as he's a little bit emotional sometimes, but hey, if he has his heart into something, he's gonna do it. I respect him for it. And like I said, with the stars are starting to say, maybe I shouldn't do it. Even Tatum and I think Gordon, they're talking to the league about insurance policies. On top of that, so you have to think about injuries and what's going on. It could be a dangerous situation. Who knows? You just never know. But like I said, it would be kind of cool for television when you think about it. If some stars sit out, you know, who's going to step up to carry a team to a championship? So it's kind of catch-22. I mean, I don't think we can lose, but then for the avid basketball fan, you will be fine because you're like, okay, you know most of the players anyway.
Right.
But for the casual fans that just know the big names, it might not be as good. But like I said, it's interesting. If he doesn't want to play, you can't force the guy to play. I mean,
And so, what do you say to those that Kyrie's a moody guy? Do you think his intentions are genuine? Or do you look at him as a disruptor to the league, as uh, Adrian Wojnarowski pointed out earlier?
mm, uh, I think most of it is genuine because if he doesn't, like I said, if you don't feel right about a situation, you shouldn't force yourself to do it. I understand you're a pro basketball player, but you even had Carmelo. He is fighting to get back into the league, and if he doesn't feel comfortable with it, you would think he'd be the first one to gung ho to say, "Oh, I'm playing. Why not?" And else to lose, but you start thinking about your family. I don't know about Kyrie if he have any kids, but you start thinking about your kids and stuff, and you're like, should I do it? Me personally, I hardly go anywhere as it is. I go to Walmart, come back. I don't go really any places because you think about your kids. That's the first thing you think about. You're like, oh, should I do this? Risk the safety of my family, and plus, I don't think your family's going to be able to be around when they're in what you call it, Orlando. So what are you gonna do? But I think he's mostly genuine about it. I mean, he gets a lot of flack for, like I said, being emotional and all this other stuff. He and the earth is flat, whatever the hell he said. But I think on this point, he actually has one.
I will say that he, I agree with his point.
Mhm.
from what I'm hearing, the families are able to move in and out of a complex in Orlando,
Mhm.
but they have to stay within the bubble
Yeah.
or 22 teams. So it's kind of like, well, we have to stay in a bubble, but everybody else can move around.
Mhm.
And if they're stuck in a bubble, well, stuck with social unrest,
Mhm.
some of them say that, well, we can't make a difference. Some of them say, well, we can make a difference, but we will provide a distraction.
Mhm.
I, I, I think Kyrie is looking for a tangible difference that he can make,
Mhm.
and I have a feeling he can't make that difference if he's playing. Well, he's not even playing anyway.
Yeah, exactly. He's been hurt for a while, so but yeah, just do it. You don't want to play, let sit out, do what you got to do, but make sure you're not doing this just for attention. Then you just make it even worse on yourself, because as he knows, he doesn't make the situation any easier because of who he is and what he's done in the past. But I said more power to him. Do what
Yeah,
you got to do.
he catches a lot of flack for the stuff he's done in the past, but
Mm-hmm.
you also have to look at it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie is a max level guy.
Yep,
He can afford to sit out some games.
exactly.
You look at guys like Austin Rivers, Donovan Mitchell,
Mm-hmm. They haven't
other
had that
guys
big
who
contracts
who
yet.
aren't on that level, and
Mm-hmm.
NBA players living paycheck to paycheck. They need to go out and play.
Mm-hmm.
So Kyrie, as a leader, he has to realize that and say, well, I may feel this way, but other guys need a paycheck. I
Exactly.
can't let my personal beliefs outweigh the union.
Mm-hmm. And I do agree with that fact, which like Donovan Mitchell, the guys that's going for those supermax contract that had it cut short. Most of them having breakout years about to get paid, and this happens. You gotta Kyrie. He does have to think, like you said, damn, I might have to be a real leader here and kind of make it happen. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes down. But I don't. I all in all, they have a chance to play. I think most of them will play.
What do you say a percentage of the players that miss it?
Um, that miss it, I'm gonna go with maybe 15 to 20%. But I don't think there'll be big names. Sometimes I think it'll be a decent mix of players that you just like, whatever, and then maybe a Kyrie. You know, LeBron, I think, is evidently is going to be the biggest one because you see him gaining traction, and he's like, maybe, but I think he'll play because of the whole Laker Kobe thing and what Kobe would have played. That might take into he might think of that and evidently play.
Hmm.
Um, trying to think of who else. Aaron Gordon, Jason Tatum. Like I said, if they're getting insurance policies out of themselves, they plan on playing. If they're talking about that, I don't think they're going to back out. It's yeah, no, let's go 10%. Let's go 10. I think 15, 20 is kind of high, depending on
So
the rosters and stuff like that.
so Henry asks, what's the plan for the players sitting out, and did anything come down? Uh, the plan is the players have an option to sit out. They won't get paid,
Mm-hmm.
but there won't be a penalty. However, they will expand the rosters to 17 players,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll have replacement for them.
Yeah.
But once they're in, they really can't leave that bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Once they get sick or get injured, they're able to leave the bubble, and they'll be replaced.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand, free agents could be signed. I'm not sure which replacement players. My assumption would be like G League
G
players.
League. Mm-hmm.
Uh, so you say a good 10 to 20% may miss it. I mean, 10 to 20%. It depends on which 10 to 20%
That's
you're
what I'm
talking
saying.
about.
It's
You
kind of
know,
you just don't know. I don't. But I just want to see some guys get shine, like from the G League, because you got a lot of players down there that can really play and never got their shot. And with this situation, hey, they take advantage, and you never know what can happen.
yeah, but let's say you're LeBron. I think he's in the toughest spot.
Mm-hmm.
he has said so much, but I mean, he can afford to miss a paycheck,
Exactly.
but you can't also can't have say at the biggest name in the league
Mm-hmm. Not
miss
play.
this and then say, oh well, mm, I'm here, but I'm kind of not here. So
Mm-hmm.
I could see the tough position they're in.
Mm-hmm.
You, you look at a team like Denver, if Jamal Murray misses it, or
Yeah. Yeah.
Portland, if Lillard decides to sit out,
Yeah.
and
They have
he's
deep.
and he's been clamoring for a
Yeah.
playoff bubble.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's going to be tough for these guys. I think they may have to come to a compromise,
Mm-hmm.
which I hope, which I believe they could do if most of these states are opening up. You could
Yeah.
play with no fans.
Mm-hmm.
Put you were to, they were worrying about the travel,
Mm-hmm.
but if you can quarantine these guys within what your travel is one anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They have to get daily checks. I think the idea is that they're confined in the bubble.
Yeah.
I think that's the only issue for them.
Yeah, because you got to think they're so used to going out everywhere and being able to be accessible to, besides their families and their friends and stuff like that. It's kind of rough. But you, like you said, you get put in this position where, your job is to play ball and you're like, okay, well, should I do it to make the check? Some people can afford it. Most people can't. But, you're living off of what's the max in the NBA? 500,000, something like that.
I think that's the minimum. Yeah,
Something like that. I'm like, some people can do it, some people can't. I mean, it depends on your lifestyle, but it's gonna be, if not like a LeBron say, "Oh yeah, I'm not playing," then it's gonna be. But I think evidently the competitive juices are kicking, and then they're gonna say, "Okay, let's do this." 'Cause it'll be weird without a champion. In 2020, it would be weird, and I think somebody's gonna take advantage of that. This and take it.
I think the idea of spending 4 months. I mean, granted, I would like to spend 4 months in Orlando with limited access to Disney World. I can get on a ride whenever I want, but
Mm-hmm.
to see that these players are heavily invested in a world outside of basketball, I
Mm-hmm.
think really really hits home to them.
Mm-hmm.
So it becomes I got to make a decision. Do I
Yeah.
fight for here, or do I need the paycheck?
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, granted, some of them can make financial contributions and make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie, I think, is like on another level. He thinks differently.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's yeah, it goes all the way back to every team. It's just something that he I don't know, if you try to pick his brain, it'll probably be like the coronavirus. It'll be so complex you wouldn't even you couldn't even think about, you couldn't even figure it out. It'll take you a while, but maybe he has something going on. I won't call him crazy or anything. Maybe, like you said, he thinks different. He's obviously he's planning something. He's planning to do something, and got about a month.
Who I somewhat comparing to, it's although it's scary to think,
Mm-hmm.
like Kanye.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. That
They're
is.
like way out the box. They think too damn much,
Mm-hmm.
and then like their whole idea is like, well, I
Shit is
outsmarted
genius.
you,
Mm-hmm.
but meanwhile, like nobody understands what you're trying to say.
Exactly. But then when you finally get it, you're like, damn, that was kind of genius. So hey, this guy's a fucking genius. But yeah, that's a really good comparison. Really good. Hmm.
Um,
So
and
really.
then, and then I wonder also if it would also lead subconsciously into the narrative
Mm-hmm.
of shut up and dribble. You know,
Oh. Hmm. That is kind of true.
if they decide not to play, it won't feed into the narrative. Instead, they're outside. I mean, you see them at protests, you see them at rallies. They put, you know, the money where their mouth is, but then decide they want to play a game and isolate themselves. Maybe they decide, you know what, we're not going to shut up and dribble. We're not going to play at all.
Mm-hmm.
We're fighting for what's been we've been fighting for forever,
Mm-hmm.
equality. So it, it, there's a
It's
lot of
heavy.
levels to this.
Yeah, it's definitely heavy.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if he didn't play. I mean, it'd be a nice distraction,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a lot to think about.
But yeah, but like I said, and great point by Henry. Basically saying this is the first real shot to get fans excited because we don't know what's going on with baseball. As Lord knows, it's on life support. I think right now, which really sucks. But I want to see the basketball season though. It's just something. I understand them being, quarantined and all that together, and still, it just would be nice for us to see something. I love doing like the throwbacks and stuff, but I can't knock them for what you believe in. I'm a big advocate of if you feel it, do it, and if it's in your heart, just roll with it and make it happen.
Yeah, I agree. Although, like, if they decide to play, you got like the 17th guy on a roster, like
Mm-hmm.
deciding a championship. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
J.R. Smith, Isaiah Thomas, they've been looking for work, so they're ready to play.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. JR put the henny down, start playing.
Call me. My phone is ready.
That's what I'm saying. But it's gonna be really interesting. But I think they wind up playing.
Felipe mentions hockey has a league.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
that's
I,
true.
I, so I mean, then again, so does NASCAR.
That's true.
You know, big circle, four left turns, no flags.
Hmm.
What's how many viewers watching that?
Let's talk about it. But yeah, that definitely hockey's another animal too. Have they even started to kind of?
Uh,
I don't think they started yet.
Hockey?
Yeah,
No, no.
I don't think so.
You know what? Honestly, I haven't even checked any of the dates.
All I know is the Rangers in the playoffs, so that makes me happy. I take it.
Lundqvist's going to play.
Yeah, I think so. I think he'll play. I think he will. Get him that short season championship. I'll take that. I'll take anything right now. I'll watch that. But yeah, I want basketball though. I want to. Every year I've been alive, I remember NBA champion.
And
Short
then
season.
another interesting nugget that someone's someone forgotten.
Michael Porter.
So the coaches. Look at the older coaches in the league that say they probably won't have a chance to be on the bench because they're a higher risk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Popovich, D'Antoni,
Mm-hmm.
even Alvin Gentry. So
Mm-hmm.
that could also play a role. If these guys can't go on the bench, you know, what's the point of half of these players coming back?
True. But then you have assistant coaches. I mean, you have guys on the lower levels that know the schemes because most of those guys know the schemes just in case things happen. You got to learn. You got to know that. So it kind of that's one thing to think about. But then they'll have a backup. It's a plan in place because I don't. They wouldn't agree to everything if they didn't have a plan for these kind of things. I'm hoping they're thinking about it or they've thought about it before everything came back around. It's a complex situation because you just don't know. So yeah, you do think about the guys like the Spurs, like yeah, Pop. It'll be weird, and how would those guys run? Because that's the guy has been the guy for what over 20 years.
Yeah, you're gonna have
So
playoff matchups without the head coaches in it.
yeah, it'll be weird.
It doesn't make any sense to me. You can
Mm-hmm.
run the schemes all you want, but strategies are different.
The strategies, and then he knows how he's gonna approach things coming into the game without even thinking about it. They've been doing it for so long, so I do see it. I see both sides, and the fan side of me is like, yeah, I want you to fucking play, and then the woke side of me is like, listen, you gotta get out there and fucking represent this shit. No, but it's going like this. back and
Yeah,
forth. But
yeah. The shift of balance is interesting.
but I'm with it. Anything they decide to do, I'm with it. It's they still, but just don't make this a one-time thing to be for show. If you're gonna do it every damn day, be it.
Or
Just
or what I think could happen is worst case scenario, they cancel the whole season and just start up back in uh, back in October. Because if they start what in August? No, oh no, July. They're gonna have to
oh yeah.
push the calendar back to December around. I think they start around Christmas or the beginning of December. In which case, you got to restart the entire clock, get the
Mm-hmm.
load management back again. Because Kawhi's gonna miss like the first 40 games.
I know, right? All the players talking about load management. Like, oh hell yeah, shit, we ain't got enough load management. But yeah, that'll be yeah. But that's what you said. That's where the expanded rosters come in, and it'll be kind of interesting to see them decide games. And, let's sit this guy down. We're gonna hit Joe Smo from that freaking Erie Bayhawks or something like that. Come out of nowhere and just like, oh, where's this guy come from? But yeah, you're like that.
So I won't.
Listen.
No, you know what? Some G League guys can play.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
I
Just
mean,
don't bring Jimmy Fredette's ass back in here. It's over. Just don't. Get guys that are hungry to want to play. Just don't bring any kind of
you
like you
put
said
some G League guys against Giannis. It's just easy pickings, man.
barbecue chicken.
Barbecue.
Oh man, just imagine that. They wouldn't know what to do. He's coming at them. They're just, oh hell no. But yeah, it's.
You think the owners will have any pushback if the players decide not to play?
Absolutely. Come on. Absolutely. Damn well over half of them are gonna be like, listen, your asses better fucking play. Make my money. And then that'll be something. That'll be another situation. And somebody's gonna say something stupid, and then it's just gonna because everybody we're in a world of people opening their fucking mouths and just insert foot and then try to go back on it. Which listen, your first reaction is usually your reaction that you really feel. So don't try to appease the masses and fucking go back on your words. But we see that enough these days.
Yeah, I wonder what Donald Sterling's thinking right about now. Sitting in his cage, just, these motherfuckers here.
These motherfuckers here.
Yeah, you ready to replace that word with something else.
I wish I was there right now. I would have said some shit. God damn.
Man.
I wasn't gonna get to the words, but oh man, that Donald Sterling. Good grief. What a moment.
Yeah. I think he's supposed to have a
documentary. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Something about the Clippers.
Ugh. Ain't much.
Well, they said recently, like Matt Barnes has said, remember when they left their jerseys at half court, they like tucked it inside out with the logo not showing?
Mm-hmm.
Now they said they wish they didn't play that game. They wish they didn't play at all.
Yeah, y'all went out there and fucking played. I don't hear that shit. He was going to do it. You should have done it. You should have said, oh, fuck y'all. Calling this no guy. Calling this. You must be crazy. Should have went out at halftime. After you was going to play the game. Don't come out after halftime. Nope. Either you leave when you playing. But yeah, they handled that like they should have, though. Well, owners and got him out of there. That was pretty wild. I'm sorry. That was... Damn, only if Dolan could say some stupid shit like that. Get him on tape. But the one thing I will say about Dolan, I don't know if it's a facade, but most of our GMs and coaches have been African American. I just have to put that one out there. It may not be the right ones, but maybe it's equal opportunity. I don't know. I don't know what he got going on there, but he does actually hire minorities, in which a lot of players, as you can see in the league, he's just like, You don't see it too much. You're seeing it go along and getting up there, but he's still a piece of shit.
So what you got to
Like
say
you were
about
saying,
Oakley and Spike then?
fuck them. But no, I'm kidding. Oakley, no. After the shit about Ewan, I'm kind of glad his ass got kicked out, acting like a god darn piece of shit. But oh yeah, matter of fact, let's get into it. We got time. All right. So let me talk about Spike. I understand you going into the same, entrance for, and sometimes I think Spike go on set just to show sometimes, and now he just wants to, dude, you already know, we know you, Spike. But the one thing that pisses me off, oh, I've been going there for blah, blah, blah. I've been going to the same entrance. Listen, if you had an issue, you are famous enough to go to Dolan's office. I'm pretty sure he's pretty accessible to celebrities. Not me and you. We can't go in Dolan's presence and, oh, listen, you fucking suck. No, you go to him and say, what's going on? It's just sometimes it's just so weird how this shit comes out and then they just make it into a big thing. I'm like, so you telling me you can't go to his office and talk to him man to man? I mean, Oakley, I don't know. Like I said, that whole situation was kind of wild. But hey, you in New York, cameras everywhere. That was gonna get caught.
Mm-hmm.
Oakley should have just kind of chilled out a little bit. When you start pushing the damn guards, I would have walked out. I'm like, don't, I want to speak to you. I would have gotten in the tunnel, said my piece, but don't go on camera acting like a damn fool, pushing security guards, acting like a goddamn fool. But yeah, they got to change that though. Steve Stout need to get on his job.
I mean, they've been making a lot of moves. I don't know if they're the right ones, but
I like it with changing the scouting. Getting these guys in here. Leon Rose, he might have a plan, but you have to have proper scouting. I like the Jazz guy. Hey, the Jazz guy they got this 26-year-old making me realize the hell did I do in my life. Who else? They're making decent moves. We'll see when the new season, because this season obviously is pretty much done for them. I'm just looking forward to the lottery, but you never know. Can't be bad forever. That's what I say.
true.
Cannot be bad forever.
Going back to LeBron for a bit,
Mm-hmm.
many people have asked, which you know what, it was like kind of sparked my curiosity, why he never took a knee.
Who? LeBron?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I never thought about that. That is pretty. I can't remember anybody taking a knee in the NBA.
No, I remember they came out with the "I Can't Breathe" shirts, and then
Yes. Okay.
um,
And then locking arms, something like that.
yeah.
Mm.
I think the commission said they couldn't do it.
Mm.
Then he decided, you know what, I'm not going to risk my money.
Just sometimes you gotta pick the good and the bad. It's hard because you have all your endorsements and shit like that, and then you've seen how easily it can be taken away. I understand, millionaires. We can't say they don't care about their money because they make so much of it. But if you have a lot of money, you usually care about your money. I don't care who you are. You start losing thousands of dollars, you're kind of.
Yeah, but plus the precedent, you look at Chris Jackson, Craig
Mm-hmm.
Hodges. He was blackballed out the league.
Mm-hmm.
And what I also didn't know back in '92 with apparently with the LA riots,
Yeah.
Hodges tried to get Magic and Michael to not play in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously they played and it didn't really make much of a difference.
Yeah. I didn't
So
realize that either. That's pretty interesting. I gotta look into that.
yeah,
But yeah, they wasn't. I'm sorry. It's playing for the championship. That's kind of hard to say. Listen, I'm not playing because of that. I don't know. It's hard because I'm not in that position, and I see where Craig Hodges was trying to go. But
well, I mean,
Michael and Magic are always about their money too. So it's
yeah, which is what makes Kyrie kind of his stance kind of unique.
mm-hmm.
If he didn't have this reputation of a bad guy,
It
maybe
would. I think it'll be a lot different
yeah.
because he's known as a selfish, like on this floor. Being him, he's known as a selfish dude. So it's kind of, like I said, don't get me wrong. I like Kyrie. You know, play for Duke. Love watching him play. He just has an amazing game. But like I said, time will tell when it comes to that, whether he was being genuine or not. So I'm not gonna knock him yet. He's still soft and he's still sensitive. But let's see where he's going.
Okay. Oh, and Felipe makes a point. So there is a rule regarding standing during the national anthem. It's actually named after Abdul Rauf. So
Mm.
there that is. And yes, he did catch LeBron did catch a lot of grief for
Yeah,
wearing the
yeah,
I
I
Can't
remember.
Breathe shirts. So I that's a fair point. I, I I still think it's a subconscious uh, effort to not appease Laura Ingram. Laura, what the hell was the other one's name? Uh,
Candace Owens?
no, yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Rotten bitch. Yeah,
rotten bitch.
yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot to say about her, man. People get all uptight. I'm like, I'm sorry, just how she approaches things, and yeah, I'm just not a whole. I can't even say she plays both sides. She's just yeah.
She's not black and she's white because she's riding that white wave and it's stupid.
Yeah, that's my wife says. She's riding the white wave and, trying to get away with it. Leon gave you
Tell her, she got the salute.
Yeah, she does. I mean, Alicia Stepback. Next thing you know, she's gonna be wearing a dashiki to work and shit. Comedy hour. Nah, but yeah, I'm just not a fan of people trying to justify what happened. Oh, he wasn't a hero, and it's not the point of him. He was unjustly killed. That's all it's about. I mean, it looked bad on the police force. And then it continues to happen. You gotta stop. They gotta stop.
Yeah, it's about not deflecting the narrative. That's
Exactly.
all it is. You got to put focus on what's really out there, and if they decide to play, great. If not, I'm not worried.
We got NBA classics.
Yeah, that lasted for 5 months?
Exactly. That'll last. Man, we got over 60 years of basketball, man. We go every day.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Listen.
Might want to calm that one down.
Nah, we gonna listen. I'm just saying. But I want some live sports. I don't care. I don't care if I get 50 games of baseball, 10 games. I want something.
Man, they are fucking act up.
Yeah. Man, MLB is fucking up. But yeah, they that's pretty bad. We're gonna definitely deflect that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna discuss that in Dong City. Salute to you, Vincent.
Certainly will.
Yep. Salute to you, Vincent Henry. Y'all do a great job over there. Once again, check out Dong City Monday at 7. If you don't catch it, you ain't shit. Just kidding. But yeah, they gotta do something. They gotta start figuring this out. Like, it just seems like everything's being thrown together really fast, just to get something done. But just do it right. Do it right with all parties. I don't think both parties will be 100% happy, but find that medium. Find it, get it done, and we'll see how it goes. But basketball seems like they got it done, but now they're gonna revert back to this. But all in all, I think players will play. And with Kyrie, like you said, he's hurt anyway, so I don't.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Which is kind of weird because he was out for the rest of the year. Anyway, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, they was talking him like maybe returning because his shoulder was like 3 months of rehab, and
yeah, he ain't coming back.
If KD wasn't playing, he wasn't coming back. So
exactly,
it is what it is.
Exactly, and that's another good point. KD said he wasn't playing anyway because of injuries. Man, Kyrie's probably like, maybe I'm just hoping he's not trying to. Well, he's always going to be relevant, but let's not open your mouth just for the sake of it.
Yeah, it could be a really bad look. And as a union leader, you will lose respect real fast.
Big time. Damian Lillard, he's over there freaking doing his thing for it. I'll tell you that. That'll be the next one.
Yeah, do you think he was almost a Knick? You really
Listen, I knew you was about to say this. And Anyway, he should have been in that, but see how that happened. But yeah, they weren't going to do shit. You know how many times I heard that before? I never got caught up in the 2010 hype with LeBron. Never got caught up this year. Well, last year with Kyrie and KD. I thought we were going to have a decent team. I will say I thought we were going to get more than what we did. But I think they will finally get it right. But it starts with the draft. That's the one show I want to hit. But we'll do that towards the lottery. Whether I'm all in on LaMelo. Because I'm like this with that kid. Like I see the vision, the court vision, everything else, but that shot, that makes your shot look good. I'm not even.
I'm driving up there tomorrow. I'm kicking your ass. That's it. That is it.
I'm just saying.
I haven't shot a basketball in 4 months. I'm kicking your ass.
I mean, listen, that's not a slight. I mean, that's a good thing. You shoot better than probably a projected top 5 pick. You better be happy as fuck.
Hold on, put the mute button on you for a minute.
Stupid. Shut this shit down. No, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. I want to see how this transpires, and let's see. I'm pretty sure we're going to get more stories leading up to it.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely going to be something.
Somebody else is going to come out. Not in that way.
All right there, SpongeBob.
Jesus.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Maybe Dwight Howard. Never know.
All right. I think it's time to shut this one down.
We really get kicked up. Nah. So no holds barred.
No. Yeah, man. This has been a pretty good pop-up episode, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great idea by you, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm glad you was able to do it.
Well, doing nothing and got fireworks going off outside. We're all set. And
get those bulletproof. Like I said before, you'll never know. You think firecrackers and pop up in the damn window. See you ducking.
Oh my God!
Matter of fact, I just tell him go out there and shut the hell up. He's like, "Hey, shut up."
Hey! I ain't stupid. Know your role, man.
That's true. See, smart. That's what happens when you live in the city for so long. You just see things. What's going on over there? Oh well, keep on walking.
Just like Matt said last night, KYP.
Exactly.
Know your personnel.
You damn right. Because motherfuckers is crazy these days. Without a doubt. Yeah.
And thank you, Felipe, for actually, he said the NBA had an anthem rule on its books since '81.
Oh, okay.
So it compels coaches, players, and trainers to be present, standing, lining up in a dignified posture during the anthem.
Shout out to Felipe. Good history lesson. Baby must be sleeping. Take advantage when they sleep, man. Take advantage when they sleep. But yeah, definitely, this has been a good episode. I like it. I like the pop-up thing. You never know.
Never
know.
Might
hit you.
Boom. That's it.
Yeah, that's. Just remember, I use no chemicals, only juices and berries.
Oh man, it's been a good one, man.
Definitely. Thank you for coming on. It's been good. Also, shout out to all our other life groups, wrestling, basketball, us. We try to do our things for you guys. The Audible, In the Lab, Daily Life, everything. I mean, Dong City, one that's kicked it off for everyone. Do our things. We appreciate you guys. Keep on doing it. We'll keep on doing the same.
Yeah, man. And another thing I want to close out with, I want to thank Rob again for coming on on Wednesday, man. That was great. He was really insightful, man. I had a lot of fun with
talk about gems.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with him, man.
Sure. Thank you, Rob. We appreciate it, brother. That preaching, I told you when we first started. Preach on, and you did.
Yeah, man. We went through a whole episode without cursing, so that was a milestone in itself.
I know. See, I stopped myself. You know me. Sometimes I can't help myself. I was like, I'm gonna be respectful. But I got to let it out on the Audible, though. That was good. Thank you, Matt and Randy, for having me on for that one. That was fun.
Yeah, man. That was great. And that note, man, I'd like to thank you guys again for tuning in on this pop-up episode. And until next time,
yes, sir.
All out.
Always.